Well, folks, it seems that Rachel Zegler has actually caused Disney to go into crisis stage. Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews. So yeah, branding expert. Disney execs are in crisis talks over Snow White remake star Rachel Zegler and her PR disaster. This is coming from MSN.com. So yeah, let's get into this. It seems that things are not, or Disney's actually starting to wake up to the reality. With a little more than 6 months left in its release date, the 2024 Snow White remake and its main star forcing Disney to go into crisis mode early. According to two branding experts, Rachel Zegler, who plays the titular princess, publicly spoke last year about how her upcoming film will be vastly different than the 1937 animated feature. Months later, audiences responded to her recently resurfaced comments with backlash and criticism on social media. As a result, marketing and PR specialists warned in August the negative press surrounding Zegler could mean a disastrous box office return for Disney on the film. The UK's Daily Mail first reported it can have a huge impact on ticket sales, especially with the amount of negative backlash so early in the promo trail. Branding expert Carla Spate said they need to get the key messaging and strong selling point into a brief for the cast of the film and ensure they stick to it, she added. If they don't, it's disaster waiting to happen and the backlash will keep growing. Actually, it's already too late. People know what this movie is about. No romantic story. It's oh so stunning and brave female empowerment by man bashing, and she's not going to be saved by the prince. And the seven dwarves are not the seven dwarves, they're the seven whatevers. People already know, so it's too late. Another predicted that, or the backlash will keep growing. Another predicted those at Disney are already working hard to minimize the damage caused by Zegler. I am sure Disney executives must be having crisis talks and thinking perhaps their new Snow White isn't the best person to promote the film and ensure it's a box office success. It won't be a box office success. She tanked her film. Gal Gadot didn't help either by pushing the stupid-ass narratives as well. PR expert Nick Eade said the film is due out in 2024, and with the negative narrative that's now surrounding it, they will find it hard to create a magical and positive hype, which they ultimately were looking to get having Rachel Zegler appear on red carpets. Yeah, except that she was dumb, and you guys didn't do your due diligence when hiring somebody. You should have went with the other woman, Renata Vaca. She actually sounded a little bit more humble. Their advice, or Rachel to appear on red carpets, he added, noting audiences already have an opinion of the film thanks to Rachel's narrative. It wasn't just Rachel, it was also Gal Gadot. Their expert advice came around the same time when Zegler was trending on social media for 3 separate interviews she gave regarding the Snow White remake. In one, the young actress said her version of Snow White is dreaming about becoming a leader she knows she can be rather than true love. Yeah, it's no longer 1937 and she's not going to be saved by the prince. She's not going to be dreaming about true love. Well, here's the thing. In a contemporary setting movie, which Snow White is, women were not the, whatever they are wanting to say they are nowadays. They weren't brave, strong, and independent. They all, well, many of them actually were, but the thing is, not in the way that this little idiot wanted or wants them to be. Back then, women were more traditional, and they went along with it because, well, they accepted it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm simply saying that was the time. And we're not going to be playing these videos because I do not believe in promoting her or the film. She also admitted the 2024 release is really not about true love story at all, or about the love story at all, calling the original film's prince a stalker, and said the new adaptation will replace the theme of beauty with justice. Yeah, there's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird, weird, weird. Yeah, y'all remember that, and I'm not gonna replay that. The cartoon was made 85 years ago, and it's extremely dated. This movie, as dated as it is, did a lot for women. Because of this movie, women started getting more prominent roles in film. If it wasn't for this movie, women would still be kind of held back by Hollywood. This movie was the first Disney princess that Walt Disney, a man, pushed out and had a great reception. And while the woman was saved, yes, she was still more iconic. And that allowed women to become of greater appreciation in later years. Snow White 2024 star explains how they made the cartoon relevant by making Snow White the proactive one. Except that, here's the thing, a movie already did that. It was called Snow White and the Huntsman. As much as I am not really a big, huge fan of Kristen Stewart as a person, she actually did pretty decent acting in that movie. And yeah, that movie basically was the story of how Snow White became a prince or a queen. Her talking points were culturally divisive, to say the least. Social media feeds erupted with sharp criticisms directed toward Disney and its new Snow White star. Since then, the hearsay has been swirling. Hearsay? Hearsay? We're taking her own words and showing them to the public. It's not hearsay, it's what she said. Has been swirling around the online about the film's cancellation. Alright, well, yeah, that is hearsay. That possibility, however, has not been confirmed by Disney and likely won't happen, considering a satirical article from the Mousetrap News started those rumors. As of now, Snow White will debut in theaters on March 22nd, 2024. And, yeah, I don't plan on watching it. I will not support Disney in this endeavor. Disney needs to stop with the soulless remakes. They need to stop with the live-action remakes. They need to stop, period, because honestly, what they are doing is a regressive step for society and culture. They're trying to divide cultures and make them more divisive and hating on a specific culture. And yet, they call it inclusive and diverse. That's not how you do it. You don't build a culture through hate. You build a culture through acceptance of all those involved. White people are included in a diverse culture. But anyway, folks, that is the article. So yeah, Disney is in crisis talks, and I think that they really do need to search their souls. I mean, I could easily tell them how to mitigate this perfectly. What they need to do is take her out of the PR bubble and promotional material, and do not put any of the wokest bits of their movie in the trailers. Make it as traditional as possible. However, the film's already wrapped. So, unfortunately, all they can do now is just wait for the damage to occur, because the backlash will not die down. Every time she opens her mouth and disparages the original, she will cause more backlash. She can rail against people and play the victim all she wants. She caused this problem for Disney. Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot both caused this problem for Disney. And now, well, they're going to have to reap the whirlwind. And the whirlwind is not going to be pleasant for them. Anyway, folks, that is going to be the video. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you think of Disney execs being in crisis mode or crisis talks? Do you think that they will cancel the film? Do you think that they will release it still? What do you think? Let me know all your thoughts. Different opinions are welcome in this comment section, but be respectful. If you are insulting or disrespectful, I will kick you out of my comment section. That's just the way it is. Anyway, folks, thank you so much. This has been Orange Hat Reviews. Stay humble.